Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel, Rico's Paradigm Global. Today, I want to talk about how money can go fast for expats if they are not careful how they spend it in the Philippines. Many expats come to the Philippines believing that their online income, savings, or pension will last much longer here than it would back home. Although that is true in theory, many expats discover that their money disappears more quickly than they could have ever imagined. This situation is caused by a confluence of lifestyle decisions, cultural misunderstandings, financial temptations, social duties, and unforeseen expenses rather than by high living costs per se. Regrettably, some businesses may overcharge, especially those that serve tourists and expats. This expat tax may be imposed on everything from products and services to lodging and transportation. Vendors may modify their prices based on the assumption that expats have more disposable income. Vendors may view expats as wealthy regardless of their true financial circumstances. Whether through exaggerated quotes or constant pleas for assistance, this view may result in subtle or not so subtle in an attempt to extract more money. Expats may be tempted to indulge in modern amenities and pleasures that they couldn't readily afford back home once they arrive. This could entail going out to eat frequently, seeing tourist attractions, and buying things that appear cheaper than those in their native country. These upfront costs might mount up rapidly. A lifestyle that feels opulent in comparison to what was previously affordable can result from the decreased cost of domestic assistance, such as cooks, drivers, and housekeepers. Even while these services have their uses, if they are not accounted for, the total cost can be high. Social circles are frequently formed by expats, and social activities such as eating out, going to events, and traveling within the Philippines can become frequent and expensive occurrences. Here is a real life example. Tom, an American retiree, rented a luxurious BGC apartment, employed a full time driver, dined at foreign restaurants every night, and frequented clubs in Makati. He believed that his $3,000 monthly pension would allow him to save more money, but it only lasted 3 weeks every month. Keep in mind that you shouldn't suddenly inflate your lifestyle just because you can afford more. The people of the Philippines are known for being amiable and affectionate, and many expats quickly develop links with them. But in this place, romance frequently involves monetary expectations. Filipinos have a shared culture. There is frequently an implicit assumption that an expat dating or marrying a local will assist her family with expenses such as school tuition, hospital bills, burial expenses, home repairs, etc. Expats frequently volunteer or feel under pressure to improve their partner's lifestyle, like buying new iPhones, going shopping, and taking trips. There are financial undertones in certain relationships as allowances turn into monthly commitments. Unfortunately, some expats are specifically singled out by people who are only after their money. Here's a real life example. Mark, a Canadian, and a young Filipina met online. In less than 6 months, he was using his little pension to support her, her mother, her brother's motorcycle, and her child from a previous relationship. He spent all of his savings in 2 years. Keep in mind that while giving and love are admirable, financial restraints are essential. Housing that satisfies Western standards for comfort and convenience are usually preferred by many expats. These types of accommodations, which are frequently found in gated communities or condominiums, are typically far more costly than the regular local housing options. First, since short term rentals are usually more costly than long term leases, expats may choose to use them. Housing expenses may rise steadily if a longer term agreement is not obtained. Although generally less expensive than in many Western countries, utility expenditures such as internet, water, and energy can still be high, particularly when air conditioning is used in the tropical climate. Inadequate knowledge of energy saving techniques may result in surprisingly high bills. Despite its convenience, frequent use of ride hailing apps or taxi can be expensive, particularly in crowded cities where fares might increase. If you are considering purchasing a vehicle, the initial purchase, registration fees, insurance, fuel, and maintenance are just a few of the substantial costs associated with buying and keeping a private vehicle. Fuel usage might also rise as a result of traffic congestion. Although much less expensive, newcomers may also find it difficult to navigate the local public transit system, which includes buses, jeepneys, and tricycles. This unfamiliarity can lead to a reliance on more expensive options. Tourist catering restaurants are frequently more expensive than local eateries. Regularly visiting these places could potentially deplete your finances. Expats who are used to certain food brands or products may have to buy imported goods, which are frequently far more costly than alternative selections that are available locally. When it comes to food, it is easy to overspend on food if you don't plan your meals and shop for groceries carefully. This is especially true when you are enticed by the assortment of fresh produce and other options. The Philippines is renowned for its breathtaking natural beauty, making it quite tempting to visit various islands and tourist destinations regularly. However, the cost of lodging, transportation, and activities associated with these excursions can add up quickly. While participating in the vibrant social scene and nightlife may be enjoyable, it can also be expensive, especially if it entails frequent visits to pubs and clubs. Given the abundance of reasonably priced products and souvenirs, individuals may make impulsive purchases that, although seemingly minor on their own, can significantly impact their budget. Many expats arrive without a detailed budget that breaks down their earnings and expenses. This lack of planning makes it challenging to monitor spending and identify areas where costs can be cut. Even with a budget, it is impossible to determine if you are staying within the allocated limits without tracking actual spending. The true value of an expat's income can be affected by fluctuations in exchange rates. Giving gifts is very important to Filipinos, particularly during holidays and other noteworthy events. Expats may feel pressure to take part, which could increase their costs. Even though Filipinos are often friendly and giving, expats may occasionally come across solicitations for money from friends or even complete strangers. It takes tact and judgment to handle these circumstances. Even though there is public healthcare, many expats choose private treatment since it offers better facilities and shorter wait times. Private medical care, such as consultations, tests, and treatments, can be expensive, particularly if you don't have enough money or health insurance. The price of prescription and over the counter drugs might also add to the cost, depending on personal health requirements. Although the cost of living in the Philippines may be lower, expats still need to be careful and aware of their spending habits. Without proper financial planning and knowledge of local economic realities, the appeal of a laid back lifestyle and apparent affordability might be misleading. Expats can take advantage of the many perks of living in the Philippines without worrying about their money running out too soon if they practice thoughtful spending, do their homework on local prices, and create an efficient budget. Alright, guys, that is all for today's show. If you have any questions or comments, please comment down below. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good day.